has to be the word about the combination of the international from Poland and the £500,000 signing from the Arsenal. Janowski's visionary passing and Cole's cool finishing is becoming a City feature that beat Premier League Chelsea in last Saturday's dress rehearsal at Ashton Gate. And after training for tomorrow's launch of the season, that's against Portsmouth at Ashton Gate, they're getting to know each other better off the field as well as on it. Andy Cole's striking was saving City from relegation last season when he came on loan for those vital 2 months. Now his goals could bring City a much better new season. Janowski, signed from Celtic in a £250,000 transfer last January, is going to play just behind the front two and organise the scoring chances. Jack is passing, so often setting up goals for Andy, who's already a regular choice for the England under-21 team. Now Janowski tells me he sees a very big and interesting future for his young partner.
He scored a few important goals for Bristol City last season, and I think Bristol City made the right decision about him, because I think he has a big future. I hope so in Bristol City, and I think he will be play in the future a much bigger club, maybe Liverpool, maybe abroad.
Technically, what do you think about his ability?
Technically, he is very good, and he has very good skill, and he has the same know where is right position in the moment for score a goal. It is more important. You can't learn.
OK, Andy, you've heard the master there, the international from Poland, telling us how good you are. What do you think of his ability in the hole, the zone behind you, providing the ammunition for you to shoot the gun?
Well, as a player, I think Jackie's got great ability, as in taking on players and making them look silly and things like that. I mean, as a team player, I think obviously he could do a lot more. I think he knows that as well. But once the season gets started, I think everything will gel together.
The experienced Pole and young goal king Cole should mean a rich supply of goals for City. Their season could then depend on how much improvement develops elsewhere in the team.
Just minutes before the kick-off, trouble flared between rival groups of fans in the Dolman stand. For a while, no police and only a few stewards were on the scene as the rival groups hurled insults and even seats at each other. For once, the fans had not been segregated, but allowed to sit together. It's a blow to City, who spent a lot of money improving facilities and trying to create a more family atmosphere. Now the club will be forced to rethink their security arrangements and may have to hire more stewards. Eventually, police officers brought the situation under control. 5 people were arrested, 2 of them Bristol City supporters. Meanwhile, at the Bristol Rovers game at Oxford, there were 7 arrests following trouble after the game.
Second minute and City take the lead. Osman's long ball, turned on by Morgan to Andy Cole. He tidies it up and his measured pass releases Janowski, who produces a stunning volley. The first goal anywhere in the country in the new First Division, and the crowd salute it. But now a bad spell for City at the back, their reshaped defence in trouble. And finally it's the new right fullback Brian Mitchell who gets in a tangle, allowing Guy Whittingham to equalise. The former Yeovil Town player had simply helped himself. And again he was to score now as City don't react sharply enough. And it's Whittingham making it 2-1 to Portsmouth after only 17 minutes. But City are to break out well now to equalise. It's Mellon's long run doing the spade work. Then he finds Andy Cole. Now it's the start of this combination with Janowski, which promises so much for City this season. And Cole's cool dummy, that's why they paid £500,000 for the boy. And in the second half, again, City the first to score. And it's that man, Janowski. Though Portsmouth goalkeeper Alan Knight will not be pleased with that. City team delighted and their crowd. City ahead at 3-2. But it's not over yet, because Portsmouth were to equalise. Again, from that extraordinary character, Guy Whittingham, the former soldier, the former Yeovil player. Doesn't always get his place. He has this season, and he's always there when it matters. That's the knack, and that makes Portsmouth fans delighted. And so that took it to 3-3. First goal illustrated Andy Cole's ability to get away from defenders and then draw them to him, so that his last-moment final pass found Mickey Mellon unmarked and able to score unmolested. City's travelling supporters then with a 12th-minute tonic with electronic top-up. City's training last week had concentrated on defence after conceding 3 goals at home, and now they showed an all-round improvement in this respect. There will be better attacks than Luton's to face as the season progresses, but at least City have made a start at looking sounder at the back. In the second half, Luton's discomfort continued by Cole's swift attack, resulting in John Dreyer deflecting the ball into his own net. Once again, Andy Cole's contribution crucial to City's cause. Finally, Cole sniffs out the chance to go on and score and make it 6 goals scored by City in their first 2 league games. And this man Cole's either making them or taking them, and he's looking an absolute bargain at that £500,000 fee. City's fans will now hope the scoring habit continues from their team against Cardiff tomorrow night in the Coca-Cola Cup, with City trailing by the 1 goal from the away leg. Hovsky's pass and Andy Cole's strong running and finish brought the early goal any team needs when it starts a match behind. Aggregate level. Janowski fancied this was the defence he could take on his own and beat, and very nearly did. And when City again got the ball to the shooting foot of Andy Cole, it was too much for Cardiff's goalkeeper, Mark Grew. He grew older last night. So did Jason Perry there. That's a mistake, letting in Leroy Rossignol. That's 3-0 to City. However, second half and Cardiff get back into it. Caldale scores, and so on aggregate, Cardiff are now only 3-2 down. But with Wayne Allison scoring with his first touch after coming on as a substitute, the result now going very much City's way, especially when Andy Cole, proving too strong, quick and skillful for Jason Perry, completed his hat-trick. Yes, Bristol City had really shown the differences between first and third divisions. At Ashton Gate were launching their group by beating Oxford with Gary Sholton's late goal. But injuries to both of City's star strikers is worrying for the team. Andy Cole in intensive treatment today for damaged knee ligaments last night. Physio Buster Footman rates Cole's injury and Leroy Rossignol's pulled hamstring as likely to keep them out of Sunday's live TV game at Derby. They were being taken apart in the early stages and went a goal down as Paul Simpson scored. The £7 million home team was to go further ahead, again through Simpson, so City 2 down after only 14 minutes. But they improved, and near half-time, watch for David Thompson's near-post header, getting the home goalkeeper Steve Sutton in such a state he rugby tackles Gary Shelton, and the laws say that's a penalty, and the goalkeeper has to go off. So Steve Sutton is dismissed, handing over the goalkeeping shirt to midfield man Paul Williams. Williams can see the funny side of life, certainly to start with, maybe not as Martin Scott reduces City's deficit. With all of the second half to try and prosper against 10 men and a makeshift goalkeeper, City succeeded in equalising through substitute Junior Bent. Then disaster for Derby, they brought on substitute Andy Comyn, and with his first touch, he puts the ball into his own net. But the twists and turns of drama in this incredible match were not ended yet. Bristol City attempted to play offside. It didn't work. It left Paul Simpson to complete his hat-trick. So, 3 goals each. Finally, though, Janowski finds the ideal centre and Wayne Allison the perfect header to bring City a truly sensational victory. And what an incredible match, Dennis.
Yeah, I mean, an amazing turnaround. I mean, we were struggling until the keeper got himself sent off. But we'd have gone 2-1 at half-time, I think, even if it had stayed on. And I'd had a good close look at it, realised the way we were playing wasn't working, and I was going to bring Junior on at half-time. I didn't want to bring him on before then, because that would have given them a chance to organise themselves. I knew he would give them problems down the centre of defence and get them turned, and he did just that.
The first part of the game when Derby were getting through, was that your defensive problems, or are they such a good side up front that they'll trouble everybody?
Yeah, everybody talks about defensive problems. I mean, we've had 1 goal in the last 4 games against us. Our best defensive performance possibly came at Luton, and I would say our best defender that day was Leroy Rossignol. So it shows that, you know, it's not just the back people that you have to look at, there's other aspects of the game. And when I was playing in the First Division, I always said the best defender in the First Division was Ian Rush. And it's according to how you work these things. So there was problems in other areas, and we were getting pulled all over the place.
The goalkeeper had to go, didn't he?
Not without any shadow of a doubt, yes. I mean, the referee hadn't any option but to send him off. And he did the right thing, and it suited us just fine.
And then you pluck this little lad, Junior Bent, out of the hat, and of course he looks good, doesn't he?
Junior's very quick. I mean, he didn't go with the 20 to kill, so everybody thinks he's totally out of it. But we watch him around the ground, we watch him in reserves, watching him in his training, and he's always bubbly and bouncy, and he's got that lightning speed. Everybody, I thought, when I put him on, thought I'd play him wide, but I knew they were suspect down the centre of the defence, and I wanted to get him behind them, and Junior did just that for me.
The sort of game which makes soccer the world game, wasn't it?
Oh, it's a great day. I mean, it's not always good for the manager. You see Arthur Arthur after the game. I mean, he's ready to commit suicide, and you know, I know how he feels. I was there with Sunderland 3-0 up after 30 minutes and finished up 3-3. So it happens, and it makes it very, very interesting.
Dennis, thanks very much. Talk more football with you in a moment.
As well as the results are showing. But if they get on a roll up there, they're going to be difficult to stop.
Briefly,
Sheffield United without a home win in the First Division this season, and in the knowledge that in their last 2 games they conceded 10 goals. But after 20 minutes they drew first blood. Janowski's cross met by a powerful header from Edwards. It looked to have crossed the line. Mellon followed up to make sure. The goal awarded though to Connor. City abandoned the sweeper system but still had their defensive jitters. Brian Mitchell allowing Alan Cork to rob him, and Glyn Hodges with the shot, well saved by Keith Welsh. And City will still be asking questions about the new-look defence after Sheffield drew level. Indecision in the box from 4 defenders, Paul Rogers scoring from the edge of the area. But City regained their lead almost immediately afterwards, and there was a touch of good fortune about it. As the ball is played in again, Sheffield defender Tom Cowan adjudged to have handled the ball there inside the area. Well, the replay shows handball definitely, but was he outside the penalty area? Martin Scott made no mistake with the spot kick. City managed to hang on to their lead as the Premier Leaguers became increasingly desperate. This challenge by Beasley on Shelton in the goalmouth led to bookings for the United player and for the remonstrating Dave Thompson. With Sheffield pushing up, City had a great chance to go further ahead. Janowski with plenty of space, but when the ball falls to Wayne Allison, he hesitates, Kelly saves, the ball is cleared, but at least City are back to winning ways. Been so much easier for City. Wayne Allison, through on his own, was pulled back by the Barnsley left-back Jerry Taggart. A clear-cut case of the so-called professional foul. Taggart had to be sent off. Barnsley down to 10 men after only 5 minutes. Neil Redfern led a spirited Barnsley fight-back, Keith Welsh blocking the first shot and recovering well to deny John Pearson. The 10 Barnsley men continued to put City under immense pressure, and Welsh was again in action, saving twice from Redfern. And the experienced Redfern came close again, rattling the crossbar with Welsh this time beaten, before City clear to touch. Barnsley deservedly took the lead following the throw-in. The markings poor for the cross, and Brendan O'Connell puts the 10 men in front after just 35 minutes play. Terry Connor set up City's equaliser just before half-time. A neat 1-2 with Jackie Janowski, and Connor with time and space to cross into the middle for Allison to side foot in. From there on, it was to be all City. The second half saw City well in control, but missing chances before Dave Thompson's header put Rob Edwards free. A suspicion of offside, maybe. Edwards hacked down by Mark Robinson. Referee Paul Durkin giving an obvious penalty. Fullback Martin Scott is full of confidence with his place-kicking these days. City can celebrate a home league win at last. City 2, Barnsley 1. Well, that match might well have ended up 5 goals apiece. City's Polish international striker Jackie Janowski had a second half that he'll be glad to forget. It was unbelievable.
You say your platforms just give you away the things you say. You're unbelievable. You're so unbelievable. You're unbelievable.
It required a win or a draw at Kenilworth Road to reach the international stage of the new competition, but they survived a nasty scare when their goal frame was struck by Steve Claridge's shot. However, they survived that and moved on to early second half, and Cole-Janowski's corner kick gives Wayne Allison the chance for a firm strike there. A vital goal from a man standing in for the unfit first-choice strikers. But a Luton corner kick allied to slack City marking led to the home side's equaliser from Claridge, and Luton could now chase the win they needed to deny City that qualifying place. Finally, the seesaw career of City goalkeeper Keith Welsh found him on form and saving City on this occasion, and they came through to the draw that takes them on to the lovely Lira Trail. Start by City, Martin Scott failed with what should have been a routine clearance, gifting Carl Lieben a goal. And it could so easily have been a double deficit as the London team attacked sharper than City were defending, but Kim Grant, their number 11, wasted the chance and City broke away to stunning effect. Andy Cole with the strong running and the skillful control to make the break, and then that understanding again with Cole-Janowski in position to clinch the equaliser. When these two players are fit, goals come for the City. And almost another score from Cole as he smashed his shot against the crossbar. So to the second half, and who says Keith Welsh is not a good goalkeeper? And Jerry Harrison covered well there. But the frustrations continued for City, especially when David Thompson's header brushed against a goalpost. Finally, though, justice served in injury time. It's Jerry Harrison to Cole. His shot is blocked. It comes back to Harrison, and he smashes home a dramatic winning goal. It's his first for the club, and they taste all the better when they win a match. And Dennis, a word from you with Jerry Harrison lay behind that dramatic winning goal, I believe.
Well, I hope so. I mean, in the first half, he'd had a couple of efforts, but he didn't hit them as though he believed that they would go in. You know, it was tentative. And this time I said, look, if you're going to hit them, let everything go, really whack it. And he did, and it went in. I hope he does a few more. Your team's performance improving as the injury situation improves? Yes, I mean, when we've got Leroy, Janowski and Cole playing together, then we're going to give people problems and we're going to score goals. We've got to stop making silly mistakes like we did with their goal. It wasn't only Martin Scott, Rob Edwards dived in, and you get problems like that when your confidence is not high, as we possibly see later with Rovers. But, you know, those sort of goals are making life difficult for us at the moment, and we've got to eradicate that and get back to playing attractive attacking football. How do you assess City at the moment? Well, I think that we've got a far better chance of putting a run together now than we had, say, a month ago when everybody was going down like flies all over the place. So we're starting to look a little bit more together as a unit. We've not been working as a unit. People have been making individual mistakes. Saturday's performance will give us a lot of pleasure and put a lot of confidence back in the players. Now, Victor Ubogo was talking about his hunger to score for England. Jerry Harrison has become a more hungry footballer for you, hasn't he? The lad who scored that winning goal. Jerry was... a lad at the beginning of the season, you're thinking, well, you know, shall we really see him, shall we not? He's always had a talent, but, you know, you always wondered whether he could last the 90 minutes, how much he actually wanted it. And from not being in the initial squad who went away with us 20 at the beginning of the season, he's forced himself into the side and kept his place on merit. And if he can carry on performing like he did on Saturday, I'll be delighted.
You don't often get national anthems at Ashton Gate, but last night they seemed to work to England's advantage. Swindon's Craig Maskell got the first goal after 4 minutes. He got the second too. The Italian goalkeeper from one of Bristol City's Anglo-Italian Cup opponents, Reggiana, makes the mistake, and John Goodman crosses for one of the easiest goals Craig Maskell has scored. It wasn't an exciting game. The Italians were disappointing, and it was Martin Allen's goal in the second half which provided some class. Only when they scored could the Italians begin to match that. Gianpiero Romaini beating Newcastle's Tommy Wright. Towards the end, Bristol City striker Andy Cole and Bristol Rovers' Marcus Stewart partnered each other up front. This Stewart's best effort. Cole also came close, and both were highly impressed with their manager Glenn Hoddle.
I love playing for him, even just training with him. Brilliant.
And you, Andy? What sort of player you'd like to play for?
Yeah, most definite. Most definite. Hell of a manager. Everything's on passing. I mean, the way he wants the game to be played is just brilliant. I mean, I think we proved it tonight, the way we played on the park tonight. City were penetrated far too easily to begin with. Fortunately for them, they had a reliable goalkeeper in Keith Welsh. What a great save from Ian Olmoroyd.
Well, when Leicester began a move deep in their own penalty area, City's cover to get across to Simon Grayson was certainly too slow to begin with. And then when it did arrive, it wasn't effective. So a crisis became a drama indeed, and soon Bobby Davison was released, and he doesn't miss those. He scored over 150 league goals. Visitors end ecstatic. But second half, and Jackie Jakanowski always scheming for City, he sets up that goal. The Andy Cole-Janowski partnership had again prospered for City. Worth seeing again, a gem of a dummy there by Janowski to set up the space he wants, space where he is and where Cole's going to be. Well, City were to obtain all 3 points on a horrendous own goal there by Simon Grayson. Grayson mistakenly thought he had a City player right behind him as Scott's ball came across. So Grayson thought he had to hurry and get the ball wide of goal swiftly, but he could have taken more time. In fact, in hurrying, he made the mistake. It's in the back of the net. Unlucky for him, lucky for City. Birmingham's Blues visiting Bristol City there, the home side recalling Matt Bryant to right fullback. And at number 11, they prefer Mark Gavin as playmaker to Jackie Jakanowski, who starts on the bench. Birmingham City have number 4 there, the talented Louis Donowa, the former Bristol City player. And at number 9, keep an eye on David Speedy, that renowned striker. Well, it's going to be Birmingham City who will kick off. Birmingham just above halfway in the table. Bristol City just below after 2 heavy defeats away from home. And the early play shows City getting stuck in, as they say. They're hustling. They badly need a good result at home to restore credibility. The referee there will play an important part in the plot as it unfolds. And watch now the tenacity of number 11 there, Mark Gavin. We know he's got skill. That's the sort of effort City want from him. And then it's Andy Cole with his skills. And Mathewson glad to get that over his own crossbar at the cost of a corner kick. Early encouragement for the Ashton Gate crowd. And there's Seeley quickly in action there, the veteran goalkeeper. Have another look then at the skills of this boy Cole on the ball. He's got patience, he never hurries, he plays it his way, and that's a good opening, a confident opening then by Bristol City. But goalkeeper Keith Welsh was about to give his teammates and the crowd heart-stopping agony. Look, he thinks he can play football. Whoops, he can't. He's robbed by Tate, and Speedy almost gives Birmingham absolute gift. And Bryant has something to say to his goalkeeper about that. So Birmingham then begin to settle down, of course managed by Terry Cooper, the former Bristol City manager, and Louis Donowa to show that he can strike the ball. There's the number 4, there's the shot, and this time it's Welsh's turn to have a word with some teammates about this and that. Now Gavin there beginning to show he can play make. Good skill, confidence again on the ball, linking well with Scott. Gavin again, the return pass, in comes the centre, and watch this for a shot. Tremendous drive there by Rob Edwards, denied by the goal frame. Have another look at this, and it's a pure, exquisite shot. It's knocked out there by Hicks, on the half volley, up against the angle of crossbar and post. Well, Birmingham began to string some passes together. That's Speedy. Rogerson. A tailored return. Rogerson's shot. Now, Welsh shows how good he can be with his hands. Fine save. Crowd appreciate that. So, Scott coming up to half-time then, getting well forward, this left full-back, a potent force, gets to the line. Lovely heading by Rosinia. City 1 goal up. Leroy Rosinia after 44 minutes. Now you see that Scott gets right to the line, so the angle is difficult for the defence, and that's a perfect angle on his header by Rosinia. So it's a second half then, and Birmingham looking to climb that slight hill. Osman steady at the back for Bristol City. Rob Edwards to Scott. Quick ball by Scott, changes the pace now. Now watch this boy Cole go. This is why City paid £500,000 for him. Toys with the defence. And that's Gary Shelton on cue, far post. Thank you very much indeed. Veteran midfield player, loves it, back in the side, enjoys that. 2-0, 47 minutes. See now how Cole will not release the ball on a bad angle, what that would be. He teases Hicks, gets to the line, cuts it back, and Shelton knows all about how to accept those. Good goal. Well, now it begins to cut up a bit rough now. The tackles begin to fly. Birmingham 2 down, not liking it. So who's going to buckle first? Matt Bryant making a good job of his return to the defence at right full-back. And now it's Rob Edwards on the receiving end of something rather fierce from Ian Clarkson. That was a high tackle, it was dangerous. Referee Paul Alcock is in no doubt about what he's going to do. He's interpreted that as serious foul play, and the law says you go off for that, and Ian Clarkson is going off. Meanwhile, things are being said, and not surprisingly, in this sort of situation, it was a high tackle. The player was hurt. There you are, you see. There it goes. That's late, that's high. That's where it hurts. And Buster Footman there is trying to get Edwards breathing well again. Meanwhile, there's some fire and brimstone being breathed elsewhere. That's David Rowbottom in trouble, and he's had something else to say, and now he's off. Serious foul language, abusive language. That's also a sending off offence. So with some half an hour left, Birmingham are down to 9 men. Well, the crowd know that it's all over bar the shouting now, and with a couple of minutes to go, Russell Osman organises the move. Jerry Harrison, good worker for the City, this lad, on the right there. Eager Beaver, borrowing away. There he is, determined to get in on the act, gets past his man, knocks it over. And those two strikers, Cole and Rosinha, finish it off. We'll have to have another look at that to see who's got the third goal. There's the ball coming in. There goes Rosinha after it, but you can see it comes in off Andy Cole's chest. So it's 3-0 to Bristol City, credibility restored. And number 4 showed his know-how once again. Is the Danish international looking worth a transfer from Newcastle, perhaps? City's ex-striker Robbie Turner with a chance there, but he couldn't make a spectacular homecoming. Against opponents concentrating mostly on stifling them, City couldn't carve out a lot of clear chances, but they did make one for Gary Shelton. He does well to get there, but the finish is not accurate enough. But City kept plugging away, and 2 minutes from time, Jackanovski finds the right pass, and Shelton's in there once again with the goal handler that's brought him goals in each of City's last 3 matches. So City's strong home run in the league had continued. Gary Shelton looking for a new contract. He'll get one, won't he, at this rate?
Keep scoring like that, he'll overtake Coley. I mean, he's having a good spell at the moment. I'm delighted for Gary. He started slowly after his injury last year, but now he's showing what a good player he is.
Overall, not a good match for the fans, but then it takes 2 to make a match, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the previous home game we'd had Swindon, and they wanted to come and play, and it's been a cracking entertainment. Notts County came and just tried to close it up. They had 2 players marking Andrew Cole, Robbie Turner marking Leroy. They had 1 player on Jackanovski, and they just tried to close it all down, and they made it very difficult.
Yeah, their manager Neil Warnock said they came to kill the game. Would you ever do that as a manager?
And I hope I don't have to. No, I prefer to be attractive and try to entertain. People are paying good money. But Notts County have always done that for the last few years since Neil's been there, so you know what to expect.
Now the question the City fans want the answer to, Dennis. You're great at home. When are you going to take it on the road, starting at Watford this Saturday?
Well, that's it. We've got 2 away games coming up now, Watford and Bristol Rovers, so we've got to start next week. We'd like a win at Watford, because at the end of last season cost us 3 players sent off, which got us off to a bad start this year. And obviously the local derby against Rovers, we can't lose that one.
Hey, for what could be a hot encounter, local derbies usually are. Bristol City introduced Danish international defender Bjorn Christensen at number 4, signed on loan from Newcastle to cover David Thompson's suspension. And Polish international Jackie Jackanovski, wearing number 8, is recalled to City's midfield. Swindon Town are able to field their regular lineup after number 7, their midfield playmaker Mickey Hazard, recovered from last week's stomach and muscle injury. And wearing number 9 there is Craig Maskell, the leading goal scorer in the West region and the third leading marksman in the First Division. The referee for the West match is Peter Jones of Loughborough. And it's Swindon Town playing right to left in their away colours of green tops and navy blue shorts that get the West match in action. City, of course, in their usual red and white. That's Bryant against Craig Maskell straight away. Swindon come here off a good run of away success, winning 1-0 at West Ham and then holding the leaders Newcastle. The kick had to be instant there by Nicky Hammond under the new laws. That's a problem for goalkeepers. Janowski taking on Horlock, getting round him. Good cross, great chance. Lovely opportunity there. Cole hooking it just wide. City fans appreciate that. See the control of Janowski in tight spaces. Beat young Horlock, good cross. Good hook shot by Cole, just off target. Janowski. Taylor closes. Rossignol. Janowski. Just kept it in. Horlock this time gets a block on it. Janowski's corner. City enjoying a good spell in this opening 10-15 minutes. Good header there, super header there by Rossignol, headed off the line. Well, you saw what a good header that was, and I think it was Ling on the line there, heading that off. Good positioning, good defence, good attack too by City. Cole beaten to it by Taylor. Bryant. Horlock. Hazard. Horlock. Maskell doesn't get it. Osman has it. Bryant. Russell Osman. Gary Shelton. Andy Cole. Good cross. Chance here for Scott. Well, he mishit that. It fell to his left foot, which is his favourite. Get another chance for City. Are they letting them slip away? Will it be to their cost? Shelton, Mitchell. There's the cross. Oh, it's Rossignol against the post. Lovely cross, lovely flick of the head. Swindon survived by inches. We see the simplicity of the move. And City very close once again. Janowski. Locked by that man Calderwood and Hoddle. And away comes Swindon, lucky to be alive still, score-wise. All up to Ling in space. Edwards is marshalling. Not Ling's game so far. Oh, this is Rossignol. 3 against 3. Cole, Janowski in position. So's Rossignol, this is Cole. Hammond gets it away. Well, only Cole there, going for goal number 13 this season. Unlucky for some. Has it. Janowski against Hoddle. 2 internationals. Lovely little duel. Good interception by Calderwood. Swindon having to stretch to survive. Scott. Janowski. Scott. Hazard caught by Edwards. Free kick to Swindon. Hazard. For Mitchell, he's through. This is dangerous. He's got Summerby inside. Pulled back and it's Scott getting a boot on it. Mitchell again. Osman. Hazard. Chance for Maskell. It's there. It's there. Swindon Town, Craig Maskell. His 16th goal of the season, and the Swindon fans celebrate. Well, you can see City thought they'd cleared it, but when it fell to Maskell, he doesn't miss those. And on the basis of the play so far, you could call it daylight robbery. This is Maskell. Horlock. Link. Oh, Hoddle, chance for him to have a shot. Well, he hit it well, didn't he, on the run, the former England maestro, but slightly wide of the post. Well, there's the 53 England cap man ran onto that one. You could see him thinking, I could have this one. Hit it nicely, but just wide of the left-hand post. Osman. Oh, it's a good one. Super ball. Didn't break too well for Cole. Chance for Shelton. It's there. Very good goal indeed by Gary Shelton. So City equalised right on the stroke of half-time. And the Ashton Gate faithful. We love that. See the quality of Osman's pass. Cole did awfully well, and so did Shelton, marauding up there for his third goal of the season. So Bristol City get the second half of the West match in motion, playing right to left in their normal red and white. They probably enjoyed their half-time cup of tea a bit better. They scored so close to the interval, and deservedly so too. 1-1 the score. Well, there's a novel clearance by young Nicky Hammond. There's an inventive piece of goalkeeping. Janowski. Horlock. Osman, Shelton, and number 12 there on for City, Jerry Harrison, the substitute used at half-time. Kersley has it. Oh, lovely control there to beat young Edwards. And Huddle's in a little bit of trouble with the pass, though. So was Maskell. City got stuck in and got that back. This is Janowski. Summerby, Maskell. Oh, the good close skill again by these Swindon players. Freeing Kersley. And the deflection of Christensen for the corner. Edwards cleared it. Janowski, Scott. It's Andy. Oh, yes. Good covering by Kersley, but Cole still has it. Taylor clears. Little example there of the quickness of Cole with his feet and to keep that ball away from defenders. Bryant. Shelton. Osman. Edwards. Janowski. Chance for Cole. Flag has come up. Flag was up. Janowski hit the ball into the side netting anyway, but a bit more promising for City. Link. Horlock. Link. Hazard lets it run to Hoddle. And Kersley's away now. He's in the box. Chance for Summerby. It's there! Super shot! Breakaway football! Nicky Summerby. 12 minutes into the second half. Swindon take the lead. It was the ball to Kersley, wasn't it? And from then on, as long as Summerby shot well, like his dad used to do for England and Manchester City, it was a goal, and what a beauty. His dad would have been proud of that one.
Swindon's second goal, Nicky Summerby.
Osman. To Maskell. Has it. And Hoddle. And Kersley. who lay behind that second goal. Mitchell. Janowski to Rosinha, chance here. It's an excellent shot. Another excellent goal in this super match. The West match comes alive again as Leroy Rosinha squares it up for the City. Rosinha's third goal of the season, and City level again. Well, once again you can see the excellence of the passing and the dynamism of the finishing. Scott. Edwards to Cole. Mitchell close. That's a good cross. And a super header there by Rosinha. Only just over the top. Well, that was a quality cross and a Tommy Luton type header. A flick of the head and a powerful ball just over the target. Kerslake, Hazard, Hollock, Link, Hazard, lovely ball to Kerslake, taking on Janowski, getting a yard, half a yard. And Shelton sliding in and making sure it's gobbled up. This is Edwards. Again, a little bit slow on the ball, Edwards. Got caught again. Hoddle, Maskell, Christensen cleared. Good ball out of defence to Cole. This is where he can be very dangerous in this position, this boy. Janowski, there's the return. Chance for Cole. Good save by Hammond. Good goalkeeping. Well, a beautiful example of the combination of Cole and Janowski and of superb Hammond goalkeeping. Ling. Oh, good play by Kerslake. And Ling. Hazard. Hollock letting rip. Ling again. Maskell to Ling. He's through. Chance. Oh, he's missed a wonderful chance there, Martin Ling, and he knows it. Maskell. White. Knocked in by Ling. Cleared by Scott. To Somerville. Going to have a crack. Good powerful shot. Nicely taken by Walsh. Osman. Can he pick out one of his forwards? Rosinha. Scissors with Janowski. It's through for Cole. He's there. The keeper's out. And he smashes it against Calderwood's legs. Well, that was a close call for Swindon, wasn't it? Well, the referee has not played that much injury time, and he brings to the end a superb match. 2 goals each. The West match finishes. The crowd give the game the applause it deserves.
Well, what a great game, especially when you consider the conditions. After the match, Roger sought the views of the 2 second-half goal scorers, Nicky Summerby of Swindon and Leroy Rosinha of City.
I think we're a little bit disappointed, really, because we thought that we could have just we thought we may have been able to grab it, or when we took the 2-1 lead, is that we thought that if we'd have just held on to it a bit longer and just been a bit more defensive, a bit more professional, I thought we might have just been able to put them off a bit.
A bit disappointed, to be honest. We had a lot of chance in the first half. They had a lot of the ball. I mean, they had a lot of possession, and they were a good side. They kicked the ball excellent. Mick Hazard was brilliant. But I think we had the better chances. We hit the post a couple of times and just shaved the crossbar a few times, and we thought we should have won it, really.
You had to come from behind twice.
Yeah, it showed a good spirit. I mean, away from home we haven't been having the best results, but at home we've been unbeaten in the last 3. And we come in, the crowd get behind us, and we keep plugging away. And it was nice to, it showed good spirit within the team to come back, twice, and 2-1, especially at the end there, against a good Swindon side, which especially when they keep the ball like that, because they don't let you have the ball. And we plugged away, which is good.
Still second in the table?
Yeah. And next week we've got Peterborough away on Sunday, which we just get our heads down again and hopefully pick something up from there.
They do say win your home games and get a point away is promotion.
Yeah, but like last season, I thought that was our downfall. Away from home, we didn't do too well away from home, and we're working on that this year. And I think we're starting off okay. We just got to keep going away from home and like picking points up and winning.
Good luck. Thank you for talking to us, and let's hope it works out for you.
Thank you.
So honours even, and plenty for both sets of players to be pleased about.